Hello, this is Mr. Stacina, and I wanted to show you a tutorial for how to register for and bid in the silent auction that we are starting at KQA. First, you're going to just use the link that will take you to the auction, or you can scan a QR code to get there. And when you go to the page, the first thing that you get to is an overview page. As you can see, this just shows that you're in the right place. This is the KQA logo, and it says that we're trying to raise money to help kids who can't afford to do some of the things that require some money at KQA. Over here is the auction button, and this is going to be where all of the items appear. So that's going to be the important place. And when you land on the auction site, it'll be the overview, but then you're going to click on auction to actually see the items. Now, I've only selected some of the items here just for convenience to make this tutorial, but if you want to sort the items or filter them out, you can come in here and say, I only want to see the ones for primary teachers or intermediate teachers or middle school teachers or just the specials teachers. You can also put in anything that has a maximum or minimum price and apply that filter. I'm just going to show all items instead. So that's everything we've got here. I am going to register first, and then I want to place a bid for this basket. And so I'm going to come up here to the top where this big blue button says register to bid, and I click on it. Now you're going to need to sign up for this, and if we do silent auctions in the future or other kind of fundraisers, you won't need to sign up again, but we do need you to sign up this first time. So we'll click on sign up, and we'll put in our information, and I'll put in my phone number, and I'll just use this suggested password, and then I hit sign up. Now, when I do that, it says that it emailed me a verification code. So I'm going to go over here to my email, and I see I did get an email from GiveButter saying verify your email. If I click on that, I can either click on this button here or take this code and copy it and then paste it in here. Once I do that, I am all set. The next step is to set up my bidder profile. So in order to do that, I'm going to need to register with the card that I'm going to use to pay for any items that I win. If you don't win an item, then this information goes nowhere. So we take this and we can put in our billing information here. Some of it is required a second time. The billing address. So now I'm going to enter my credit card information, expiration date, and the code on the back. And what we'd like you to do is go ahead and check this box that says allow Knowledge Quest Academy to contact me. That way we'll be able to keep in touch with you about any items that you bid on and for the future. So then hit save and continue. When I do that, it opens up this window and it says it has my information here. It gives me a chance to review that. This is an interesting part. You can cover the processing fee. This company charges a few percent on each purchase so that we can use their site. If I cover the processing fees, then instead of whatever the bidding amount is, it will charge me that extra little amount. I'll show you that here in a minute. You can also appear anonymous. And I think that's probably a good idea so that we don't create any hard feelings between the people who are bidding. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on appear anonymous, and then I complete the registration. Now, once I've done that, now it says I'm registered and I can begin browsing. So once again, we can come in here and take a look at the items either filtered out or all of them all together. If I click on the item, then it will take me to the information for that item. I can also click on this little heart and it will save that as a favorite. Notice over here, we can look at ones that are saved. We can also look at ones where I have a bid. So these are all different ways that you can sort all of the options that are available. So I'll click on this item to learn more about it. It shows me a picture up here. and then it says a little bit about what's in the basket, the starting price, and how much each bid increment is in order for somebody to outbid me. And then if there were any bids already in there, they would show up here. But now I'm going to go ahead and place a bid on this item. So my current bid needs to be the minimum bid amount. So I'll put in $45. And I will then click on this place a $45 bid. Notice it says transaction fees may apply. That's because I told it that I would like to cover the transaction fees. If that was unselected, then that wouldn't show up there. Then I say place my $45 bid, and yes. Once I do that, it tells me that my bid is confirmed for $45, and it says that it will notify me if I'm outbid, and then I can return and increase my bid at any time. Once I do that, I click on back to auction, and I am good to go. It shows my current bid is here, that there is a total bid, and it shows my bid history down here for the item. Once again, if I wanted to keep an eye on that, I can just go back to the auction page. And if I wanted to see if I favorited that item, then it would show up when I click on saved. And you can also click on this, and that's any item that I've bid on. So that's a great way to keep track of that. At the end of our auction, then it will let us know that it's time to pay for the item if we're the winners, and we can pick up the items from KQA. Please feel free to share this address with anybody else who lives in the area, because remember, we're not going to ship the baskets anywhere, but if they want to pick them up in person, then they are welcome to participate in this fundraiser. All right, so now the auction has ended, and I checked my email, and it says it's given me updates along the way, and then it says that I am the winner of the auction. So I can click on that email message, and it tells me everything I need to know. It shows what I've won and the total cost, and then I just click on pay for items. That opens up GiveButter, shows the item that I need to pay for, and it says check out one item. I click on this, and then it shows the item and the cost, the processing fees, which I had agreed to pay that $1.65 processing fee so that it doesn't eat into the amount of money that the school gets. I remember that's a choice that you could make. And then in here, it says add a tip for GiveButter. Now, none of this tip money actually goes to the school. This is the way that GiveButter stays in business. So if you want to, you can give some money to GiveButter for hosting our silent auction, or you could change this all the way down to 0%, and that way it won't charge us anything additional for the item, just the $45 for the item and the $1.65. And then I would click on this pay button, which I'm not going to do right now, but I'd click on this pay button and it would charge my credit card account. That's as easy as it gets. We hope that you enjoy this fundraiser.